Hi guys, it's Lou Harty. We're here in Brisbane tonight. We've made sure that there's a bar in the back. You know, we've got a lot of people here that have brought their guests.
Good evening to Brisbane, it's great to be here. Who's ever been to a travel party before? Something new, something new for me as well. So tonight I'm excited to just share with you, for many of you know who I am, some of you don't, but I'll just share a little bit of my understanding of something, this concept tonight, why I think it's exciting and what's in it for you guys. I guess the worst case tonight for each and every one of us is that you're going to get access to ridiculously cheap travel. So that's your worst case scenario tonight. For some of you, not for everyone, as Lou mentioned, some of you are also entrepreneurs or internet entrepreneurs, people looking for opportunity, looking to develop additional forms of income and can handle more abundance in your life. So you're going to learn a couple of things with this concept you'll discover tonight is how to basically by endorsing something if you like it and you're happy about it, to get effectively credits towards your travel for the rest of your life. I know people that have used this concept that they never have to pay for travel anymore. One of my friends, he told me about this many years ago, but I didn't really pay much attention. One of my friends, he travels, we actually have a competition. He's considered a three-in-air, and our competition is, have you ever seen those apps you can get where you can track how many countries in the world you've been to? Has anyone seen any of those apps? You can get them for free. And he's been to like 146 countries around the world. So, I mean, the guy travels, he lives on a plane, he's beating me, I'm up to about 100 countries, but you know, he's clearly winning. And I said to him, you know, a couple of years ago, I said, mate, your airfare bill must be huge. I said, you're traveling every second day. He just can't keep still. He goes, no, I endorse this travel company in the US, and I haven't had to pay for travel for years. And now, I should have said something to, can you at least tell me what the travel company is? Because maybe I'd be happy to endorse them, but I never, you know, you're busy, you sort of miss out. And so I've been paying for travel the last few years when I could have been effectively getting it for free. So who here tonight would, apart from getting access to ridiculously cheap travel, would be pretty excited by the opportunity if you were to get the rest of your travel for the rest of your life all paid for because you endorse the travel company? Who would be pretty cool with that? So I guess that's what's in it for you tonight. Now there will be some of you, not for everyone, a small percentage of you that might be really eager and are not very good at keeping secrets and will not be able to help yourself but to tell everyone about how amazing this concept is, and as a result you'll get more than your travel paid for. You can potentially develop even a full-time income from basically, you know, helping something go viral. So what we're looking at tonight is really a pretty cool concept that's attached to a viral marketing opportunity. And these days we've seen the power of social media, how the world has changed and how things can go viral very quickly. And this is something that's new to Australia. It's been going on around overseas for many years, but it's certainly new and it is going viral. And tonight might be the first time you've heard about it. It certainly won't be the last time. As it spreads and spreads, you'll have friends going, oh, by the way, have you heard about this? Or you'll see those signs. You should be here and you'll now know what it's all about. Does it make sense? So Lou mentioned a little bit before, I guess, you know, there's a wise man once said, the more I travel, the richer I become. Raise your hand, you think there's some truth in that. The more I travel, the richer I become. You can often, by just meeting people, even without asking, you know people that have traveled a lot because they have a certain presence about them, a certain greater understanding about the world. I think travel is the healthiest thing. I think the government should basically fund for 3 months every school leaver that leaves school, here's 3 months to go travel the world. I think we'd have a healthier society if people can see the contrast and get outside their comfort zone. And Australians, do Australians love to travel, yes or no? We are one of the greatest traveling nations per capita on the planet. We love adventure, we love to travel. So most Australians who presented with the opportunity to be able to afford to travel more certainly would. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's going viral, not just overseas, but in Australia, because we're lovers of adventure, we're lovers of travel, and we like to have a good time as well, and we also like a bargain. One of my business mentors, Richard Branson, who's had a big impact on my career, He said a few things. He said, Jamie, if you ever get involved in business, what you should do is, and he's renowned for this, is that you should throw parties to launch new businesses or launch new concepts because people like a party. He said it's also very good for putting teams together, and he will do that. You said Virgin's renowned, the Virgin group of companies, for throwing amazing parties, but he does it for a reason as well. When he's putting a team together, if people have fun together, they'll tend to bond together and work better together. Plus, people are more attracted, and you want to go to launch parties and have some fun. So tonight, obviously, we'll show you the concept as quickly as we can. So then stick around, have some drinks, have some fun, network, and take advantage of that. Lou mentioned a little bit about celebrities, but the way the world's changed is what a lot of companies will do. Companies can hire, Roger Federer, if you're a tennis fan, Roger Federer makes $55 million a year currently, the highest paid tennis player on the circuit. Rafa Nadal, about 44 million. Now, 80 to 85% of their income, is it from prize money from playing tennis, or is it from something else? It's from something else, and it's from endorsing. Does it make sense? Endorsements. These guys, because you've probably heard this before, your net worth in today's world is equal to your network. Your net worth is equal to your network. Now, Roger Federer is a brand in himself and very famous and well known, so his network is huge. So his net worth is also huge. Does it make sense? So he gets paid, close to 50 million of that 55 million for simply endorsing products. Does it make sense? So a lot of companies, as you know out there, will pay a lot of money to sports stars or movie stars simply to say, wear this Rolex watch, or wear these clothes, or say this is good. And it's great for those celebrities. I mean, who would like to make $50 million a year just from wearing a Rolex watch or something? Who'd all of a sudden, even if you didn't like Rolex, who'd be happy to wear a Rolex if you pay that sort of money? You're like, I don't even care about the product, they're gonna pay me that, I like it. Again, now ideally, if you're gonna endorse something to be congruent, you should actually like it. But I'm sure you could be convinced to like something if you're gonna pay that sort of money. Generally, that's great, Jamie, that's great for celebrities. I'm not a celebrity, I'm not a sports star. How am I going to increase my net worth? Well, these days, thanks to social media, we all are building networks. Is that true? If you have a Facebook account, you have a network. You are a mini media company, and you have a network, and some of you have a bigger network than others. So you now have the capacity to endorse something. And you may not make $50 million a year, but who'd be happy if you only made 1% of that for endorsing something that you actually think is great? Most of us are comfortable with that. If we love something, most of us can't keep a secret. I'm hopeless at keeping a secret. Even when I try and keep a secret, I just got to tell a couple of people, I tell them, look, this is confidential, keep it a secret. But as soon as you tell someone it's a secret, guess what they're going to do? It's very hard to tell a secret. They're going to spread it. So, and that happens. So the power of endorsing. So we've got to understand now with viral marketing and social media, there is opportunities where people can do very well, very rapidly, subject to the size of their network. So, but most of us in this room have agreed already, we'd be happy if we're comfortable with something and like something to endorse it, just if it means we get credits towards our airfares and accommodation, and or possibly enough credits to pay for our airfares and accommodation for the rest of our life. We'd be super happy, go home stoked. Is that true? And you'd probably be happy to tell your friends about that. If you ended up doing better than that and actually getting some serious spending money in your pocket for your holidays, then you'd be completely stoked. And for some of you, it would be a dream come true if you could replace your full-time income because you got good at endorsing something and it just spread. I mean, that would be a dream come true for people, and that's a dream that has come true for tens and tens of thousands of people around the world because they found out about this before you guys did. Does it make sense? But why I'm excited is in Australia, and not many people know about this amazing travel concept yet, so you do have a unique opportunity. In life, and it's true, Richard Branson always taught me, is that in life, generally say yes to opportunity. The people that go places are the people that say yes. The people that generally say no generally miss out on things. I've gotten a long way in my life and created a lot of abundance simply because I said yes more times than no. In other words, when I saw something, I was like, well, no harm in trying. You got to give it a go. And I think that attitude has been has worked well for me. So the power of a celebrity, you basically can become a mini celebrity, you can become an endorser, and this has an amazing endorsing program, whether you're just happy to endorse it because it's a good deal for your friends to take advantage of it. But these days, as Lou said, an SMS, a message on Facebook, these days it's easy to communicate and share things with other people. And most people are like, yeah, I'm happy to do that. It means free travel for me, I'm in, okay? Make sense? Other things what I would look for, I get approached for different businesses all the time, working with a large amount of clients. And generally, 99 out of 100 things I would advise against a lot of businesses and business opportunities because they just really don't have the legs. They just don't have the potential that people would like. With this, I'm happy to endorse because I've seen how successful it has been for people, and I see that it's something that everyday people can do quite well out of. Plus, we all like to travel anyhow, so what have we got to lose? The other thing that's great about it is low cost, so it's not like a life-changing investment if it didn't work out as well as you wanted it to do. If you're looking for business opportunities, though, if you're an entrepreneur, what I would also look for is you've got to have businesses that actually have high margin products or services. A lot of people work really hard, but there's not enough margin in it. There's not going to be abundance for everyone, and you're just not going to make the revenue that you really deserve to make for your effort you put out there. This has good margins, so you want high margin. The other thing with business opportunities, you really want to have something that is certainly replicatable and duplicatable, that can go viral, but apart from that, you want to have something that is reoccurring. So you do the work once and it's reoccurring over and over again. Unlike your job, if you don't show up at work next week, there's probably not that many more weeks they'll continue to pay you before they decide to stop paying. Does that make sense? But if you put some effort in and endorse something, even if you're a busy person, and you'll find with something like this it goes viral, then what you'll probably go, my God, that thing actually took off, actually works. I might actually check it out a bit more. That's what happened to most people, and maybe get a bit more involved and tell people a little bit more about it, and then you can really do something big with it. But I know for me, most of us are busy. We're focused on our career, our existing businesses, and time is an issue. If we have time issues, it's like, well, just take advantage of the travel deals, let it spread beyond you, and then as it grows, you can go, wow, it's gone viral, there's real potential here. And that's what we recognize. Like most people, someone says, check this out, yeah, I'm busy, you just don't see how I can fit in. But when we open our eyes up, we go, my God, thank God I took advantage of that, and it's opened up a whole new world of opportunity. So I'm pretty excited by that. That's about all I'm going to share with you tonight. I'm going to hand it over to Lou to show you how the travel concept works, how you can get the cheap travel, how simple it is to take advantage of, and then she'll share a little bit about the endorsing program. So if you can't keep a secret, and if you're going to tell other people about it anyhow, you might as well get some free airfares and accommodation credits for doing that, and some serious spending money if that's what you want to do. So Lou is an amazing business builder. She's going to show a short video first, and then Lou will come up and wrap up, and I'll stick around. Welcome to chat, have some drinks. But I wish you all well on your future holidays, and for many of you, I wish that you never have to pay for airfares and accommodation ever again for the rest of your life. Who thinks that would be a good thing for tonight? But nice chatting to you.